Now, one of Britain's best-loved horror actors is being immortalised with an exhibition in the Kent town where he lived.
The late Peter Cushing is best remembered for his roles in the Hammer horror movies, as well as Star Wars and two 60s Doctor Who films. Our reporter, Oliver Whitfield-Miocic, has the story.
Peter Cushing was Hammer House of Horror. That was the key thing, but he did so much more. But globally, that's what he's known as, the Hammer House Horror.
From slaying Dracula as Van Helsing in 6 films to appearing in 5 Frankenstein movies, Peter Cushing was an icon from the 1950s onwards. Cast in more than 100 titles brought him to global prominence, but Cushing eventually settled in Whitstable, where his life is being celebrated in a new exhibition.
The first one that I did for them was called The Curse of Frankenstein, and it was an enormous success.
6 years after the death of his wife, Cushing returned to acting, playing Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars Episode 4. But not everything went according to plan.
The story on set is that he was getting on a little bit and his feet were hurting, and he was meant to be wearing jackboots. And he was allowed to wear carpet slippers on set and was filmed from the waist upwards only. This, of course, was a huge joke for the rest of the cast. And at the end of the shooting, they made the doll there and the little carpet slippers to go with the doll to present to Peter at the end.
Cushing was no stranger to intergalactic baddies and battled Daleks in 2 spin-off Doctor Who films.
Search him!
With his fame came recognition. This is the OBE awarded by the late Queen in 1989. The actor would often be seen riding around town on his bike, which is in the exhibition, and he also turned his hand to art as a keen watercolourist. The organisers believe that all ages can find an interest in Cushing's life.
Different people remember him for different reasons. The older generation from Hammer House, a little younger generation remember him as being Sherlock Holmes. The younger generation remember him in Star Wars. So each age group has got something to come and see.
The show opens to the public and aims to ensure that Cushing's 5 decades of dramatics and his links to the area are remembered well into the future.